Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Monday, August 11th, 2025. So, would you say that this was a Monday crossword?
Yes.
Is that because it's Monday?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I just thought it was about right for a Monday.
Okay.
I breezed through it pretty quickly.
Good. I don't know why. It seemed to take me a lot longer than usual.
Well, one reason I really liked this puzzle for a Monday was it had a lot of interesting answers to the clues. You know, a lot of words that you don't typically think of on a Monday. I mean, it had some of the staples like Erie and Oreo and
Right.
IPA, but then it had words like
May I suggest one?
Yeah.
38 across. Lego piece in the shape of a person or animal.
Yeah.
MINIFIG.
MINIFIG,
Right.
Yes. And it had like brute and eon spelled with an A.
Did it have eon? I must have missed that. I must have figured that out through the crosses.
69 across.
Sure enough,
Yeah.
There's an eon.
Turret.
Right.
Turret.
I like turret. I will
Mm-hmm.
say that I had distinct problems with 58 across, the dry like champagne, brute.
Yes.
Because I saw champagne, and I thought cru, C-R-U, which is another term that shows up when you're talking about wines.
Yes.
And I didn't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
One across was improvises during a gig. Well, everyone knows that's jams.
No.
Well,
it's riffs.
It's riffs, yes, because of course jams wouldn't fit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Even though it seems to me we had jam somewhere in the crossword.
We did. 25 across, traffic jam.
Yes, as part of the theme.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But it wasn't where I wanted it to be. So
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. It made me feel like two down, complete blank guides, how to series, idiots.
Yes.
You know, I wanted to fill the blank of complete blank guides, the how-to series. I wanted to put in how-to.
Yes,
how-to
that was
guides.
My first thought.
Really? And then you remember it's in the clue, so it can't possibly be in the answer.
That's right.
Yeah, but I had many problems like that.
And even Oreo had a very interesting clue.
Yes.
Blank Way, block in Lower Manhattan, where a popular cookie originated. Oreo.
Right.
So now we know where Oreo came from.
Yeah, I was briefly considering Amos Way.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, I put that in first.
Oh, okay.
So, because I didn't think Oreo was, we did a fun fact on Oreo one time, but I didn't think it originated in New York City, but apparently it did.
Maybe it didn't originate there, but someone had it, dropped the cookie on Lower Manhattan. Someone found it and said, instead of Eureka, they said Oreo.
Yeah.
And 55 across. Recipient of 2 Golden Globe Best Actress nomination. As soon as I get to that, I stop reading. And for Netflix's Glow, and the answer was Alison Brie.
That's right.
Crossed with 40 down, the nasal irrigation devices, neti pots.
Right.
Well,
Yes, some very unusual answers in this Monday puzzle, but it made it more interesting.
Yes.
Because sometimes Mondays are just sort of like, oh, yeah, I know that one. Oh, yeah, we've had that word many times before. So, but this one, it was like, even the last one, 73 across, what was
Short-tempered?
Short-tempered, testy.
Yes.
It was testy.
Sort of like me after doing today's crossword. I'm testy.
You were testy?
I'm testy.
Oh.
I feel I was tested. And I sort of passed in the sense that I eventually solved it. I did like 46 down, the craftiest animal in the Garden of Eden, serpent.
That's right, yes.
It was good.
And 27 down, another interesting word, stinking to high heaven, fetid.
Right.
Fetid.
Yeah, see,
nice way to say you smell. You're fetid.
As opposed to, of course, there's also the word fetid, F-E-T-E-D.
Yes.
Whoa, there could be a crossword theme there.
Oh,
Let's see,
no.
if the author of this crossword, Rebecca Goldstein, is listening. Rebecca, do something with fetid and fetid.
And feta, like the cheese.
Ooh, they were fetid with feta. They were fetid with fetid feta.
Right.
Whoa, try saying that 5 times.
Yes.
Actually, I believe in Wisconsin, that's what the police try and have you utter to prove that you're sober.
Oh, really?
Say that they fetid with fetid feta. Fetid with feta feta. Say that 3 times quickly or you're going to the Hooskow. So, theme. There was the theme.
There was a theme. There were 5 themed answers, and they didn't seem to have anything in common. But the answers were 17 across firecracker, and then the traffic jam, as we mentioned before, MINIFIG, which was, the little Lego pieces that look like a person, and then 42 across, something, a warm greeting to a spouse or partner. Hi, honey. And then finally the Allison Brie clue answer. And then the revealer was 64 across, which was cocktail party staple that may contain the ends of all of those themed clues. And the answer was cheese board.
Right.
Which we should have gotten right away, living here in Wisconsin, cheese board. But I don't know that I've ever been to a party where there's been a cheese board with brie, figs, honey, jam, and crackers.
I've never been to a party, period.
I think just cheese and crackers are what I see on a cheese tray or a cheese board. But
yeah, I like I said, I don't get invited to those parties. So I just, and cheese board was in fact a debut.
I can believe that.
As was Allison Brie. I think MINIFIG was the best debut. I think that really was brilliant.
I completely forgot that's what they were called, but MINIFIGs.
And Netipots, I mean, that just sounds like some sort of a streaming service. Hey, have you seen the latest on Netipots? Or something like that.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, let's not say the correct name because we'll be sued by them.
That is correct.
I can hardly wait. Also, firecracker has not appeared lately. Guess how many times firecracker has appeared in the New York Times?
Well, I'm looking over your shoulder so I can see.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and guess anyway.
4.
Right. How did you do that? Yeah. 4 times for firecracker.
That is interesting.
Yeah, let's see. Firecrackers. I bet firecrackers has appeared once. Okay, how about firecracky? None. Firecracky has not appeared at all. Firecrack sort of sounds rude, but let's see. Firecrack has also not appeared.
Maybe the word cracker.
Well, I'm sure
with the clue fire blank or blank cracker.
Even cracker has appeared only 11 times.
Wow.
As opposed to, say, something else you might find on a cheese board, an Oreo, and that's appeared a total of 505 times.
Yes.
Brie.
As in Allison.
238. Yes. Amazing.
Yeah, it is interesting. But
including 91 from the modern era, that is to say, the time of Shorts. And he must really like Brie, because I mean, he's not 1/3 of the total duration. The New York Times crossword report started in 1940-ish.
Right.
So, very interesting.
Yep.
Yes, a great theme there. One other place where I had a little difficulty, 10 across, workers alongside RNs. So I went for MDs.
Oh.
And then I decided the first letter was from 10 down, salutation and a breakup letter was Dear John.
Right.
So then I went for DOs.
Oh.
Because there was just an article recently in the New York Times explaining the difference between MDs and DOs. And after reading the article, I could tell you no more than I could before about the differences between them. So I went for DOs. I thought, oh, the New York Times is being enlightened here. But in fact, they weren't. No. They wanted it to be DRs.
Doctors.
And 11 down was practice for opening height, rehearse. I was trying to figure out how OREOS made any sense. And the answer was it did not.
That is correct.
And finally, I think we should end with 32 across, dance in which the guest of honor is often raised in a chair, the hora.
The hora.
And I always hate it when someone shows up in a lazy boy. This thing weighs a ton.
Hora is one of those words that I learned
Really?
from the crossword.
Ah, okay.
Yes. There are a few that it's like I never would have probably crossed that word had it not been for the New York Times crossword.
There are many
That's
words.
one of them.
Yeah, there are many, many words that I don't see outside of crosswords. They're great words, not just sort of like, crosswordese, but
Right.
but words like cheese board, for example. Actually, that's a bad example because that is a debut. Minifig. Okay, bad example. That's also a debut.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of them in this puzzle. Lots of them, mostly, usually Monday puzzles are pretty standard answers, but
this one
had some good, interesting ones too.
And that's because of Rebecca Goldstein. Well done, Rebecca.
Nice job. I always enjoy her puzzles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's done 3 Mondays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her most prevalent is she's done 6 Sundays, 5 Thursdays, 4 Wednesdays, 2 Tuesday and Saturdays, 3 Mondays, and 1 Friday. Every day of the week.
I don't know. I always think of her as more of a challenging, like a Friday, Saturday puzzle maker, but it sounds like she's diverse there.
Yep.
Very good.
Okay, I think that is it for today. So thanks everyone for listening.
Yep.
A reminder that tomorrow is Tuesday, which means it's going to be time for Triplet Tuesday. So for those of you on the edge of your seat waiting for Triplet Tuesday, give it about 24 hours and we'll have something for you to listen to.
That's right.
In the meantime, thanks for listening to this podcast, and we'll be back again with our in-depth, cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.